Hey everybody, I want to thank you for stopping by here to Airguns of Michigan. Listen, I don't ask a lot from a lot of people, but if you guys would, do me a favor, before this video starts, go ahead and click that subscribe button. It definitely helps me, and I'm here to help you guys. I'm here to bring you guys all the information I can, and then if you will, don't be a Karen. Give this video a thumbs up. We all appreciate it. We're all here because we love air guns. You might not agree with everything that I say, but you know what? I'm an individual, just like you. We have opinions. So I appreciate everything you guys do. Thanks for being here, and enjoy the video. Hey, what's going on everyone? Moose here, Airguns of Michigan, and let me tell you, oh boy. So, this is honestly, the first time that I've ever attempted heavy slugs. I bought some before and, and shot them and didn't have the best of luck, and I just kind of stuck with what I know. And what I know is pellets and lightweight slugs. I don't have any problem getting a gun, an air gun, shooting pellets or regular slugs. But this has really turned out to be a special kind of beast. And once again, I'm just being honest. I'm getting relatively okay, groups, but I want better. And I'm getting some fluctuations in my speeds, and and that could be because the slugs themselves haven't been sized. I don't know. Once again, listen, I'm here to bring you guys my experience, and hopefully to help you to overcome the same issue that I'm having. I've abandoned for the moment the 38 grain slugs. I'm just not, I don't know if I'm just not pushing it hard enough, if my barrel isn't right. I think the tension barrel's really gonna change the game, if you will. I really do. I think having that really rigid barrel is gonna change a lot. There's still a lot of flex in my barrel. You can see all the condensation. But you can see, even though this thing's got a carbon fiber sleeve in it, there's still a lot of flex. So, that is going to impact, our point of impacts downrange, right? There's no doubt about it. And, I think that's why, this tension barrel system is going to really shine with these heavier grain slugs. So I've went back to the 35 grain Nielsen's and the 34 grain Javelins, both in 217, and we're shooting right around 990, and they're doing better. When I got here this morning, I've been out here shooting the heck out of this gun. I'm down to, on my tank, about 3,200 PSI. When I showed up, I was at 4,500 PSI, and I've been tethered the entire time. So if that just goes to tell you how much shooting I've done, literally the tank has dropped, 1,200 PSI. So I've been shooting a lot. So the wind's picked up a little bit. I'm not trying to blame things on the wind, but it is going to affect the group. So, I want to make sure that, like I said, I'm being transparent and I'm being honest. A lot of times, really, the best groups you're ever going to shoot are in no wind, obviously. But we've definitely got some wind. The trees are rocking a little bit. Not as much as I've been, I've shot in the past, but definitely there. So I want to show you guys, a couple of groups with the 35 grain Nielsen's. We'll shoot like 2 5-shot groups, and then we'll switch over to the Javelins, and we'll shoot 2 5-shot groups just to keep you guys up to speed. Like I said, we're in a pickle for sure, where honestly, my buddy Ken reached out to me the other day, and he was like, hey, look, man, if you need a little bit of help with the tuning, let me know. And Ken is a very good tuner. So I think the next step after this is going to be sending it off to the tuner to let him play with it and kind of get it to settle in. Ken does some really, really good work, and I want to give a big shout out to him, and Joe as well. Both those guys are just excellent at what they do, and they've already been down this road, and I think we talked about that before, and both of them warned me. They're like, dude, it's a pain in the rear end to get this thing to shoot those heavy slugs really consistently. And so I'm gonna digress and say, okay, let's see what you guys can do. And then obviously I'll still come back. I'll let you guys know where all my settings are. It may not be exactly the same for you. That's, certain, but it'll at least give you guys a better starting point. Cause I've been all over the map. I mean, I've literally tried to slow them down. I've tried to speed them up. I've shot them over 1,000 feet per second. I've shot them down to like 890. And just had, all kinds of different results. It seems to like that 990, 995, at least these 35 grain NSAs and the Javelins. But let's go ahead and get to shooting. Enough talking. Nobody wants to hear talking when you come to see shooting. And let's see what we can't do. Let's make sure we're on target, and we are. Go ahead and start our recording. Let me just check, like usual. Make sure I'm recording, and I am. Let's go ahead and we'll start with the upper right, or upper left, I always say that, target. And we'll just do, like I said, we're gonna do like 2 or 3 5-shot groups with these, and then we'll switch over to the Javelins. So let's go ahead and see what kind of groups we put together. That was high. You can see it up in the corner of the target there. Another high one. So there's 5. So we had 3 in this group right here. We had 1 over there and 1 over there. So not too bad, to be honest with you. And the wind is coming from my right to my left. So that makes sense that, it's pushing those slugs around. One thing I do want to do, let's just go ahead and dial up our optic so we can try to get those more in the center. And let's go ahead and move over to the next target. We'll do 3 5-shot groups. 1, you can see that wind pushing those things to the left. 2, 3. The wind calmed down there for a second. So once again, look, I mean, we've got some consistency. At 990, I'm not mad at what this gun is doing at this point. Excuse me. I feel like it's right there. Especially in those 35 grains. The 38s, I'm just having mixed, I don't know what's going on. I'm kind of like, I like pull my hair out if I had it. But let's go ahead and move over and do another group. And see what kind of group we get here. Helps you cock the gun. Somebody told me that once. 1, 2, 3. Knocked our little target off. 4 and 5. Voila! We did it. We have finally got this gun to where it likes to shoot the 35 grains. We're going to keep shooting some groups because I want to show you guys the consistency. You know, like I said, we're right at around 990 and 990, 995, somewhere in there. 170 on the rear, 200 on the front. My valve is just past 4. Wheel is at 5. And macro is at just like a click under 3. So, oh, man, it's about time, right? It's about time we got some decent stuff going on. Let's go for the center throat shot here. I don't even know where that one went. Oh, I see. They're going way left. Oh, yeah, the wind. I can see it. Yeah, they're going way left. Let's move down so we can see the impacts a little bit more. We're going to do one more 5-shot group, then we're going to switch over to the javelins. There's 1. There's 2. Same hole. 3. 4 and 5. Listen, those are some dang good groups, especially the second and the third group, man. Those things really are really doing well. And I couldn't be happier now than, you know, where I'm at. But, you know, when I was in the beginning and I was talking about, you know, being frustrated and wanting to pull my hair out, it was more because I just can't get those 38s to shoot right. Now, I will say this. I have a friend, matter of fact, Ken, who finds that the 216s do better in the choked barrels than the 217s. I do not have any 216s, so I can't test them to see. So I think maybe we need to go ahead and place an order, do some 216s and see what we can't do. As I said before, this is the summer of the impact, man. We're going to be out here doing a lot of this shooting. But let's switch over to the javelins and just see what kind of groups we're getting with those. And we'll go from there. So I'm going to start right here in the dead center. And let's see what we can get. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I don't think we need to shoot another group with the javelins. As you can see, those are definitely not as consistent as these Nielsen's. You know, like I said up here, you know, look at this group, right? This one we were definitely dealing with wind, but we had 3 in one hole and then 2 winders. Up here we had all consistent wind, so we had a great group. I mean, and then the wind died down and she drifted back over. But right here is our shining group. And you know, that is a great group. I don't care who you are. Honestly, without that one up top, I mean, that's an MOA at 100 yards. I mean, those are 1-inch circles, and we're less than that. So that's sub MOA at 100 yards, with the exception of the one that flew a little high. And like I said, you know, we're dealing with wind, so wind is going to push and pull and drag and make you want to scream. But there you have it. We've got the impact doing pretty darn good. Heavy barrel liner, carbon fiber sleeve. We have the heavy Eagle Vision weight in here. Or, I'm sorry, not Eagle Vision. I don't know why I just said Eagle Vision. Probably because I'm looking at my scope cam. But we have the Huma heavy brass weight in there, and the slug power kit with the slug power spring. I told you guys what the settings were, and honestly, I'm pretty freaking happy with that. Like I said, I've really struggled with these 38 grains. I've struggled with this cold too, but getting better. But the proof's in the pudding. You know, we've achieved what we were looking for. So I would feel comfortable with the 35 grain Nielsen's at well past 100 yards. But we wanted a heavy slug slinger. So, you know, we're going to keep attacking these 40 grains, these 38 grain slugs. And, you know, we're going to get this thing to where, you know, it's doing really well. So once again, let me go over these settings. I have 200 on the, or 210, well, it's usually 210, sitting at 200 right now on the front rag, 170 on the rear rag. We have 5 on our hammer wheel. We have 1 click below 3 on the macro, and my valve is just a little bit past 4. Hopefully that will give you guys a starting point with 35 grains. And like I said, that's right around 990. So, you know, we're doing really, really well. But now it's time to go even heavier on the slugs. And that's what you guys are here for, you know. So javelins, not so much. You know, I had them shooting better earlier. I was closer to about 1,005 feet per second, and they were doing okay. But not the best of luck with the javelins out of this. But these Nielsen's doing really well. Like I said, also, I definitely want to place an order for some 216s and see if we can't shoot, you know, some heavier slugs in 216. But till next time, I'm Moose. This is the FX Impact M3 Power Block, and this is the summer of the Power Block M3 as well. Every video you're going to see the rest of the summer from me is pretty much going to be revolving around this gun and the upgrades and the changes that we make. So till next time, be good to each other, and God bless.